A local villager reported an abandoned house that held a terrible secret. Inside the yard, several dogs were found chained and starving, their frail bodies barely able to move. Rotten chicken bones were scattered across the dirt, and thick clouds of flies swarmed the spoiled food. The dogs, weak and confused, stared out with tired eyes. All of them were tied up outside, left without shelter or protection. One dog lay motionless on the ground, his body covered in flies, and beside him, a rusted chain swung in the breeze. Deeper in the yard, a mother dog barked loudly, trying to guard her puppies from harm. She was frightened, unsure of what to expect. But when fresh food was placed before them and gentle hands showed no threat, her barking began to fade. Slowly, she allowed her babies to be touched. It was a miracle they had survived in such a place. A report was sent to the authorities and the dogs were taken to safety, but two of the smallest puppies were too weak to hold on and quietly passed away. One of the dogs, thin and fragile, weighed only 15 kilograms. His name became Mocha. The mother dog was named Daisy. For the first time in their lives, they received warmth and care. Their eyes were still full of sadness, but a spark of peace began to shine through. Another dog from the same yard found a home with a kind-hearted friend. When it came time for their first bath, they showed no fear, just relief. The water washed away the dirt, and slowly, the pain. The two remaining puppies, later named Kyung-san and Nam-san, were next in line. A soft sigh of hope followed. The authorities contacted the house's owner, a butcher who had moved to the city for business. He assumed no one would ever enter the property. Every few days he returned to toss in some food, just enough to keep the dogs alive. It explained the spoiled meat and the rotting smell. He had planned to keep the dogs alive until they were old enough to profit from. The thought alone brought chills. That swinging chain, the dog barely breathing in the dirt, it all felt like a nightmare. But for the surviving dogs, life was just beginning. Mocha and Daisy slowly adjusted to a world where kindness existed. Kyung-san and Nam-san began to grow stronger. They didn't seem to remember the pain of the past. Mocha took them under his wing like a protective brother. They played together, shared meals, and found joy in simple moments. Their coats grew shiny, their hearts grew light. Daisy and Mocha became inseparable, two souls healing side by side. Nam-san was adopted by a loving family and quickly found comfort in his new home. He made a best friend and was showered with love. Kyung-san's journey took him across the ocean to Canada, where a gentle family welcomed him with open arms. Now he wakes up every day in a home full of warmth. These are the kind of futures every rescued soul deserves. Safe, loving, and free. The puppies remember nothing of the chains or fear. Their past is gone, and all they know now is love. Daisy and Mocha stayed together and will grow old by each other's side. Mocha, once forgotten and left to suffer, now walks into a new chapter. Strong, proud, and never alone.